Slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now Taylor on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Taylor. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Gore. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 65 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. They bring their punter out there now. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw again on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play. And
Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And on now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action with Taylor. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Taylor will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Looking to throw. Taylor to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. On second down now, Swift, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Swift. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. From the 39, Trubisky. His pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up. Here's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Tebow. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Green's got it over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second and 5 now. Trubisky. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from the 20. And the Elks have moved out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. On 2nd and 10, Taylor, short little throw to Ebron. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, it's Taylor. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Taylor. It's complete to Fitzgerald. Touchdown! Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Armadillos are able to move back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Taylor. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Touchdown! That's caught. Eric Ebron as the first half is winding down. And the Armadillos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3. So that drive, 4 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Tennessee Titans. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world to this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run on first down. Gore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And he'll find Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Taylor. Short little throw to Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Gore. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back to throw. Taylor. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky dancing to his left. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Trubisky to throw. Green brings it in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Danny Amendola. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Trubisky to throw again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On 2nd down now. Swift, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. The slant caught by Amendola. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Elks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit. And they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. First carry for James Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. goes. Taylor is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. To the middle, he's got Tebow. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Taylor's throw taken in by Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to
get on 2nd down. Taylor, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Taylor to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. A little juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. From midfield now, here's Taylor. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Taylor. Fitzgerald on the slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he rifles it, complete, caught by Landry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action now. Taylor. Again, he's got that man Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and Thomas has it.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Green's got it over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think that's Sherman down. Yes, it is. Apparently shaken up there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. the gun. Trubisky. That one complete to Tebow.
Face mask. Defense.
Are you serious, dog?
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it? And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Connor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Austin, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.